Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast, this time through the eyes of a Singed. Love ya, bye. Let's check out his team very fast, because hey, they might invade once more, and I really need to do my things faster now, so let's check them out. So we have a Singed on top, a Ryze in the middle, a Lee Sin in the jungle, and a Tristana and a Soraka onto the bottom lane. They'll be up against the Katarina in the middle, a Graves on bottom together with Janna, a jungle cart as well. We've been seeing more of those lately. It'll be surprising to see how he'll cope. His wall is very good for ganking. But yeah, he is kind of squishy for a jungler in my opinion, but we will see. And then of course an Olaf on top. And I don't think anyone will invade really. The team with the best invade is actually blue team, and they're not willing to. So I guess nothing will happen. Karthus is of course very reliable off his blue buff over here, so if they would have been able to prevent him from taking it, it would have been a good game for blue, because then Karthus wouldn't have been able to do anything at all. Haha. Singed going to stand in base for a while to get another health pot. It will be necessary against an Olaf. They are very strong early on in the game, true damage and all that good stuff. But Singed is very good with HP, so he'll be able to get more HP, and then true damage will do less of an impact, because the more HP you get, the more you can take away from it. Unlike attacks that deal attack damage or magic damage, you can get magic resistance for those, but true damage, the only way to counter that is true HP. Though you shouldn't just build purely HP just because there's an Olaf against you. But when you're a Singed, sure, take HP, it's fun. Take mana as well, it will give you HP as well. Get the mastery, that mana gives you extra health regen or something like that. Well, they changed the mastery, so I don't really know it out of my head. Love the Riot skin of Singed. I don't think they're for sale anymore, but who knows, maybe sometime in the future Riot will say, hey, let's get some more Riot Singed out there in the world. People like those. I don't know if people like those, but I like them. Ooh, Lee Sin is going for a gank on the bottom, or he's going to recall. One of those two. I think it's gonna be a recall. So, yeah, a pity there. Let's go back top. Of course, I will be focusing the Singed, because, hey, we can see him last hit. Ooh, Katarina actually being very aggressive onto Ryze. 178 HP. So that's good for Katarina. I should be checking out the middle, though. I think Lee Sin is going to gank it. I don't know, but I will keep here and I'll check out the minimap at the meantime, so you won't miss a thing, guys. I'll do my best. Singed is level 2. Olaf is not really that aggressive onto Singed. Well, I can't really blame him. Singed is Singed and he has a lot of health pots. Now I hope Lee Sin is going to gank Katarina. Yes, he is, so let's check out the middle. He is going to counter jungle. What a bastard. Ryze is already back on 400 HP, so ooh, he actually managed to find Karthus there. Oh, is there regression onto the top? Yes, there is. Singed is on half of its HP, thanks to, well, probably an undertow and all that good stuff. Katarina actually trying to do some damage onto Lee Sin, but not able to, and she got Q'd onto the face. She doesn't like that. Again, this Katarina skin. What are the odds? Well, the newer the skin, the more likely people will play it with it. Unless it's a very old skin. Then it gets retro and it's all back in again. Poor Singed trying to do what he can. Well, he is pushing Olaf back. It's not that hard to do as a Singed, of course, but still. It matters. It makes it harder for Olaf to last hit. Big damage dealt though by the reckless swing. He's not able to push Olaf far enough into his tower, which is a problem really, because this is a good place for Olaf to farm. And it means that Singed needs to go into dangerous positions in order to last it. Because if Karthus gets around, then, well, Singed has Ghost, so he'll be able to run away once. Lee Sin actually going for a gank. Olaf spotting it immediately. Good Q there by Lee Sin. Is Singed going to fling? Yes, he is, but I don't think there'll become more of it. Yeah. Bottom lane actually now pushing back the Graves. They were having troubles at the beginning. Now Ryze doing damage onto Katarina. Katarina shampooing on him, but I think Ryze got the best out of it. It's tied. Let's call it tied. Olaf undertowing like a bastard. He doesn't have any mana issues. Maybe he has the mana runes, mana regeneration runes. Who knows? Rah, throwing, undertowing. It's rhyming. He's lost hitting pretty well, really. Well, the tower only hit him once, and I think he missed that one, though we cannot be too sure. It would seem Katarina is missing. Perhaps she is level 6. Kart is now ganking the Singed, who is running into the... Yeah, he won't survive. One more dot out of Kartus and he will be dead. Oh, actually the Ignite of Olaf doing the job. Not too sure what Singed was doing. Maybe he thought he wouldn't have received that much damage, but Kartus' Q is pretty strong as he is able to hit you without having anyone else standing in it. Then it does double the damage. So I think Ryze will receive a blue buff, making him very strong indeed. Katarina will never receive blue buff because she's Katarina. The cooldowns would have been nice, maybe, but Kartus needs blue way more than a Katarina does, so I don't really see him giving it to her. It would be silly. So yeah, I think Kartus will now spam Qs upon her face like there's no tomorrow. Singed already teleported back on top, so he didn't really miss anything, and now he's level 6. If he would have been level 6 earlier on, it might have gone a bit better for him during that Kartus gank. He would have regened a bit more, he would have gotten more movement speed, and gotten more less CC. It also gives a like 30% tenacity. I'll check it out. Oh, it's only 10%, but I think the third level of Insanity Potion gives like 30% reducement of disables by 30%, yes. Kartus, where are you? I want to see a gank. What the? Singed actually going to the middle, not to show why he's going to steal the Raves. Well, if he's able... flinging him out. You troll. Well, all Singeds are trolls. That's why they play Singed. And that's all the Raves did. So, pretty good. I think Singed is going to constantly push the tower of Olaf and then farm all the way to the Raves. And then go back when the lane is pushed again and then re-push the lane. And then again counter jungling. But once the purple team realizes this and knows by heart where he's going to go, they will be able to counter him pretty damn hard and he'll get caught. So he has to be very careful, especially with an Olaf, because he's not able to dominate his lane as a Singed should. Well, it's an Olaf, I can't blame him. Look at his regeneration. He is going for a pretty early game build. 2 Doran's Blades already, together with a Null Magic Mantle to reduce the damage Singed can do onto him. Though it's been a pretty quiet game, more farming than anything else. Katarina has gone missing. Well, she managed to push her lane, so she might just go and explore a bit. Try and gank a Singed that's not there perhaps, but that would be silly. Or maybe it was a juke going through here, and then when the camera was off, she would go to the bottom. Ryze warding, so that's a good job. Do you have another ward, Ryze? Yes, he does. So good job to you, Ryze. You warding son of a gun. Singed also bought a ward, but he's not yet able to put it down because, well, there's minions to be killed, really. So minions shall be killed. Fling him more, boy. Go and fling the boy. Whee! So now the damage is actually pretty equal, but of course... Ooh, pretty damn nice prediction there by Olaf, but Singed was able to just stop walking at the right time. Good job, you. And fling into the poison cloud. So now Olaf actually is having troubles. Well, Singed has his catalyst, so every time he levels up he will regen some health and mana. So he's able to spam just a bit more. And is he going to fling again? No, he was slow. Now he's going to fling. Haha, get flinged. He's actually popping his ultimate. Not too sure why. Olaf actually using his ghost. Well, maybe one more fling would have been dangerous for him, but then again, it's on cooldown, Olaf. He couldn't have used it until in the, well, later. So yeah, well, it's good job by Singed by popping his ultimate. Olaf used his ghost, and the cooldown of ghost is higher than the cooldown of insanity potion. And now Singed is going to farm. He does not want to push his lane too bad, so he's just gonna let the minions die to the tower. Good job. And then clear these minions. Yay, look at all the monies. And now time to fling a big evil golem. Being very secure with his... oh, Olaf saw him. He has to run away now. Run away, boy. Run, run. Bam! Olaf, stomp! And of course Cartus as well. So this is what I was talking about. Once they realize he's always counter jungling, it's very easy to make him disappear. Yeah, that happens. So, Ryze and Katarina being quite passive, really. Expected Katarina to do at least some more moves when she was level 6. Ryze, of course, is not that strong early on in the game. He isn't weak. But in the end game, he's a beast. He is tanky as balls. He has attack as balls. Whilst Katarina, really, I think she gets a bit weak in the end game. Well, she just gets focused and dies. Unless, of course, she's very good, waits at the right time, and then is able to get a kill. Then, of course, she get cooldown reduction. Then she's able to kill someone else, and then more cooldown reductions. It's like an AP, really. Or, well, an attack damage, all the same. Singed getting slowed there, but that will not stop his Singed. He used his insanity potion. He will not be able to fling the Olaf just yet. He has to wait until the ultimate disappears. Now it did, so good fling there. He doesn't even bother with getting mega adhesive. It doesn't do any damage, and I think fling is actually big damage. Olaf is going to try and tower dive, but it's been too soon, Olaf. You will just die doing nothing. Well, he was able to give the kill to Lee Sin instead of Singed. If that was tactical decision, I don't know. Very passive game for now. Loopy doopy doo. Hi Elo, guys love to farm. Doopy doopy doo. My name's Tristana and I'm pretty weak in the mid game. Dragons has been killed by Purple Team at the meantime, so good job Purple Team. Well, they've noticed Lee Sin being top. So all they had to do is say, guys, Lee Sin is top. We could do an easy dragon. So good job Purple Team, making profit out of every situation. Your mothers shall be proud. Actually, Tristana being quite aggressive now. She says, well, fuck this, I want to farm, leave me alone. Get out of my lane. Ward it, but not destroy it. If Janna just hit once with her auto attack, that ward would have been dead, but she didn't care. Well, most of the times when you recall, you already opened your top for the shop, and then you're like, oh, what should I buy? And then someone wards, and you're like, I don't care. Singed again, just going to farm. Let's hope Cartus isn't near. Well, he did place a good ward here, so he is a bit more safe. Well, a bit, I should say very. And those are minions dying, and again going to raves. Though I think Cartus now has his raves. So he could go and gank Katarina, though I doubt it, because Katarinas are pretty hard to gank. If they have shampoo off cooldown, you will not be able to grab her. She'll just shampoo to a minion. Singed actually waiting for something to happen. Perhaps he knows that Cartus might appear. Nope, he's just going to farm. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-doo-dee-dee. So yeah, and then he's going to the raves again. Now they have spawned. Cartus has shown himself into the middle, so he is going probably straight to the raves. If Ryze is able to do something about it, it would be awesome. Let's check out Singed, baby! Die, Carthus! Olaf is also still on top, so Singed shouldn't be too scared. He should be able to get away. His ultimate is off cooldown. Olaf is just too late. Showing some orange cloud there. Lee Sin wants to gank Katarina, but I don't think it'll work. Singed is now pushing the lane once more, as he will do all the time. Oh, a nice dodge there by Katarina. Ryze isn't even near, so that's a pity. Katarina getting some damage off to Lee Sin and vice versa. Singed has enough for, well, at least a blasting wand. So yeah, you don't have to go back. Go back when you have enough for a rod of ages. Oh, Cart is actually getting caught there by Rise. Is he almost dead? Ooh, 80 HP. Well, there's a Lee Sin. Nice flash by Cartus though. And then of course the wall off, preventing Lee Sin from gaining him though. Now he is too close. Katarina actually using her ult there. Good job protecting the Cartus as well as getting a kill. And now it's Rise that's on the run. Oh no! Singed again, going to farm a bit. He did have to use his ultimate, so Olaf probably did decent damage onto him, but he's also on half HP, so he also did quite some damage on Olaf. Olaf already has 2k HP. Oh, Cartus, you silly you. He's gonna get caught real bad. One fling and he will die. Ooh, good heal by Soraka. Though it wasn't really necessary. That will not do the job, Cartus. Ooh, be careful. Be careful. LOL! 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 Oh, Olaf popped his ghost, so there's no way that Singed will able to... What? That's not enough, Olaf. You'll need to do better than that. Like that. Like just chopping his head off. That'll do the job. So yeah, good job by Singed by getting Cartus, but now I think Olaf has double buff. And is that fun for a Singed? I don't know. Olaf is doing pretty decent. Oh, there's a big mean shooting machine called Tristana shooting on the Graves for a little bit. It's not enough. Not enough at all. Though it'll be decent enough. Janna was going to the middle to help and assist the Katarina and Cartus against the evil that is Singed. And Lee Sin also. Lee Sin is now going to the bottom to try and gank. The lane is pushed hard enough so he's able to creep inside this brush in order to surprise gank their face off. He's going in really fast because I'm pretty sure that the Tristan is pretty low. He missed his Q though, so that's a pity. Nothing will happen. We all cry a bit now and then. Is he going to dive? That would be silly. There's a John on here, so she's able to CC the balls out of him, preventing any damage onto, of course, the Graves. Oh, he actually wants to, but there's no one here. Your allies has disappeared. Cartus tries to do a gank, but it's not really working. Olaf again getting flinked. Nice undertow there. It should be off cooldown once more. I think he picked it up, but he doesn't really care. He does not have any minions. And again, an undertow hitting the Singed, even though it wasn't really meant for him. It was meant for the minions. Farm, farm, farm like an Olaf, laugh. Farming minions like an Olaf, laugh. Laughing Olaf, ha ha ha. Singed farming. Giving herpes to all of the minions. And then they die. That's the circle of life. Pink ward by Soraka, preventing any wards into this tribush. Unless of course Janna and Graves are evil enough to put a pink ward in here to destroy the pink ward. Which makes me a sad panda. And now again Singed doing the same route, even though he died twice because of it. Well, Rise is actually being aggressive on Katarina, so she will not be able to assist anyone to prevent the Singed from getting the Graves. Cartus needed to run back. Ooh, Janna was actually there to protect Katarina, so good job by Janna being everywhere in this game. Rise now trying to kill the Cartus, will not succeed, and because Cartus killed Rise, he instantly leveled up. So good job there, Cartus. Good job indeed. And Janna, of course, as well. She really saved the life of poor Miss Katarina. One more Q out of Ryza and she would have been dead. Or a Q of Lee Sin for that matter. But he hasn't been able to hit any Qs recently. A pity indeed. We would love to see some Qs on faces. Lee Sin, could you do a Q on face? Ooh, he could actually kick away the Janna there, but I don't think it'll be enough. Though he could. He dodged a tornado there. Janna is being very aggressive, using her ult for no apparent reason. Oh, Katarina is near, and Cartus is near, so now she'll be able to slow him. There are no minions for Lee Sin to jump to, but he had a ward, so that's a good job. Katarina doesn't care, however, using his ultimate there. Cartus getting the kill once more. Cartus is gonna be fat for a jungler. A caster jungler usually has a bit of farming issues, but Cartus has 3 kills, I think. Oh, 2, but 4 assists, so that will make up for some. And Dragon is back up. Pinkward has spotted them though. I think Soraka is going to run away. Ah! Well, she has hoofs, so she's very fast. Silence! So the wall will be a little bit too late. And it misses anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there's 4 guys there. I don't think that... Ooh, good ultimate there by Tristana. I think they'll get a kill onto the Graves. Yeah, pretty damn sure. Ooh, good ultimate by Cartus, and Graves flashing away to safety. Ryze is there, so a big good ultimate could kill Graves. Well, at least it killed Janna. Sinch has now the poison to slow down the Graves, so that's one dead Graves. Ryze will die as well. Cartus is pretty low and doesn't have mana, so I think that Sinch will be able to catch her. No, he won't, because he flashed away like a bastard. Olaf has approached as well. It would seem that Katarina doesn't have any mana. And that's true. Katarina doesn't use mana. So she still has her cooldowns as well. So she might be able to use her ultimate pretty damn soon again. She got a lot of assists, I think. Good silence there by Soraka, but I don't think it'll be enough. It won't. Katarina now pumping out a lot of damage because all of her cooldowns were off cooldown. I mean her abilities. I need to stop saying that. Well, you know what I say. People tend to say it like I say. You know what I say? Since trying to fling Katarina, it will not work. Shampoo the hell away. Lee Sin is now going for, I think, a Hextech Revolver, giving him some spell vamp, enabling very much regeneration. Though he will not be able to do anything about this dragon. Cartus, nice flash there. Ooh, no, I don't see Sin surviving this at all. Was able to fling Katarina just into the air, one hop, but not flinging her back. It was cute. So not too sure what Singed was doing there. They have a lot of CC on the enemy team. Well, if they're able to hit it. The good thing about their CC is it's a skill shot. Except for Janna's slow, of course, that's not a skill shot. That's just click and they'll be slowed. And then Olaf will be able to hit his undertow fairly easily. And Cartus will be able to use his wall of wailing or something like that. His wall. His slowing wall. I think Tristana's gonna have to jump away. Well, she's just gonna run away. They're not that aggressive. Well, they knew they couldn't catch Tristana. It would have been silly of her. Sinch now going back to top. Farming. He needs farm. Almost enough for his Will of the Ancients. Will give him a lot of regen. And even Ryze is going for a Will of the Ancients. So that's a double Will of the Ancients for purple team. It'll help them a lot, really. That's 50% spell vamp, I think. Or they nerfed it. I don't know. They probably did. I'm gonna check it out. Did they nerf Will of the Ancients? Da-da-do, da-da-do, da-da-do. Yep, they did by 5%. Oh well. 40% is still a nice number. Katarina going to the top. Singed being scared. Weird. That's a little bit too scared, Singed. You don't have enough for your Wota. So you just place a ward and you'll be fine. Well, Ryze has placed a decent ward, so he should just place the Tribush. Well, this turret is destroyed, so he probably is better off with warding around here or something like that. An enemy has been slain. Good job, Ryze. And he will be able to escape. So Soraka actually healed the balls out of Ryze. I think she has the summoner heal as well. Yeah, so that's a lot of healing. I think Ryze will get caught right about now. It's only Soraka. Huh. Though I think Ryze will be able to get the Janna. Yes, barely though. And Ryze died to Graves. Tristana is farming a lot. She has red buff. Cool for you. Middle tower. Ooh, a very good Q there between the minions onto Graves' face. He looks so French right now. Well, if I ain't Southern, I'm French. Je parle français, motherfuckers. That's Graves for you. Middle tower will be destroyed. Boom. Sinch is going for a gank by himself. All by myself. No, he has no interest in the Raves. Well, if red is up, then I would take red as well, but there is no red. So he could have gone for the Raves, really. Oh, a lot of farm on the top. I think Singed wants to do theirs first, though the shortest way to the minions would surely be through here. Why did he go around? He almost missed this one because of it, but he didn't. Maybe he's Singed. He's a troll. He is. Bam, everyone dies just by the smell of him. I have a very potent odor, and that's another tower destroyed for purple team. Poor blue team, trying to cope as much as they can. Olaf being aggressive onto Singe, but now you can see that his damage is really not that much anymore. He has frozen mallet though, so Singe needs to be careful. Olaf will be able to stick on him like, I don't know, something sticky. Sticky! The sticky. It would appear that there's a fight going down in the middle, a pushing fight for that matter. Everyone is trying to push their lane as good as they can. Olaf is missing on the top, and Kartus is going to recall, and they saw it happen, and Olaf is now top. So they know it's probably at most a 3v3, but more likely it's only a 2v3. Not that they'll be able to do anything because of it. No, Grace has arrived, so 3v3. Singed is not interested in the middle lane, neither is Tristana. She wants to farm. Singed as well, so let them farm. Oh, middle is missing, so I think, well, Tristana thinks as well that they're going to gank her. But she went away soon enough. Graves, too late. Katarina knew she would have been too late, so she didn't care as well. Katarina now going on to the rise is slowing him thanks to the Hextech Gunblade. Now another slow by Kartus, though I think Katarina will die. She get ignited. Heal goes down by Janna, pushing them all away. Lee Sin's actually in a pretty dangerous position there, but he managed to get away. Actually, because of his dash towards the Soraka, the blades of Katarina popped to multiple people than it should have gone to. Again, another good wall by Kartus. His walls are spot on. They're not that hard to hit, but still, they're very important in team fights. Pink ward went down for the blue team, so they will be able to clear this ward eventually, when the enemies aren't as aggressive as they are now. Is the wall back out of cooldown? I don't think so. Turrets shooting the Kartus into smithereens. Teleport by Lee Sin. He's going, flinging the Janna, so I think Janna will die. Most certainly, good job there by Singed, flinging her into the range of the powerful Rise. And now he wants some more, and he can, really. If they're not able to slow him, he will probably get one more. It will be Grace, so again, getting shackled by the Rise and then death. So actually, Rise and Singed are pretty good combination. Good safeguard there by Lee Sin, saving the Soraka from the undertow of Olaf, but I don't think she will survive the ultimate of Kartus. Katarina dying as well against the damage of both Lee Sin and Rise. And now it is Tristana trying, but not really succeeding. So it's actually a pretty good combination, Rise and Lisa and Singed. Singed flings them into the Rise, and Rise just shackles them and kills them. I will try this build. Though I don't have any mana runes, so I can't play the Rise. Though actually mana runes should also be good on Singed as well, so they are very, very cohesive. Not that it matters for one of the other, that the other guy has mana, but still. It saves out runes. So a good team fight for blue, giving them a bit of a lead. Well, they're still behind, but it's better now. They managed to show themselves worthy. They have a tower more. I think they have a dragon less, maybe two. I think 2 dragons. And farm-wise, I'll say, well, it's kind of tight. It's not that big of an impact. They're a bit ahead, so. Just because of the champion kill difference, I'll say that purple team is still ahead, but it's getting closer. That's a far Q. Was like a flying saucer, a UFO. Tristana calling back. She has enough money for the Zeal, I think. Yes, she does. Singed keeps on farming. Ooh, he's very confident about his poison damage there. He didn't manage to get that one last hit. Well, it's not really that important. The sooner he's able to do his poison onto these minions, the more easy it'll be for him to farm them, because then his minions wouldn't have arrived. And it would have been a free farm for him. He's going to check out blue. He's going to ward. Good ward placements actually by blue team and purple team, really. And very much wards. And that's poison. The Q was able to hit by Lee Sin, but he's a bit scared. And another ward. Everybody wards. That's how I like to see this game evolve on the lower elos. Hey support, go and ward some more. And then as a support, all you do is go around the map placing wards. Do one team fight recall, go around the map placing wards. And you'll miss out on a lot of experience because of it. Unless if everybody wards. Well, of course the support must do the most wards, but now it's the support buying pink wards, and the others buying regular wards. That's how I like it. It's how I like it. And then the jungler buying oracles, and everyone's happy. Are they going for Tristana once more? Well, they can try, but they will not succeed. Dragon should be spawning pretty damn soon. So I guess no, they're actually going for, I don't know, for some minion kills with 2 men. No, they're going to ward as well, so I understand. Olaf is going to throw, no, he's going to steal the big Wraith. Well, steal, it's his Wraith. But preventing the blue team from getting him, because that's the only Wraith that's worth some money. The rest isn't really worth your time. Well, who doesn't appreciate the small things doesn't deserve the big things. It's a Dutch saying. Immediately translated into English, so it'll suck. Ah, Singed, what will you buy? He has more ability power, Abyssal Scepter. So he's going for a straight out AP Singed. Well, now he probably has all the items he wants. And is going for, I presume, some defensive items. Who knows, maybe he goes for some armor and another needlessly large rod and goes for an hourglass. That would be funny. I think he will be able to regen. I think his poison doesn't get turned off if he goes into his hourglass form. And he's able to regen as well during the hourglass. Of course, thanks to... Ooh, Lee Sin, you should be careful there. But there are wards everywhere, so Lee Sin is just able to scoop around the jungle, zigzagging his way to victory. Tristana wants to farm some more. And Singed also wants to farm, and if he says, hey, Tristana is in my lane, I better clear her lane. Yeah, eye for an eye. Aye. Ooh, there aren't any wards anymore. I think they just went out. Or they have in... oh, that's a gank onto Soraka. I do not see her surviving that, so that was a very good engage there. No, the enemies actually do not have oracles, so they were pretty lucky that ward disappeared. Karthus died thanks to the Rise. He already has his Guardian Angel though, so that's a good play by Rise. I don't see him surviving though. He will get a kill out of the Janna, but dying thanks to Katarina. Now Katarina, her cooldowns are down once more, getting onto the Tristana, and now Singed is the only one alive. If they're chasing him too far, they will die thanks to a poison overdose, and they will not be able to dive him underneath the tower, because then, well, he wants some more. Is he going to solo it? Well, his regeneration has been reduced thanks to Katarina's W. It gives a passive effect onto her spells. He is regenerating quite a lot thanks to his poison cloud and all the minions. Katarina will die. Ooh, actually good job there using her hourglass. And now I think Singed will die. He's so low. Katarina using her ultimate is going to die as well thanks to the tower and the poison of Singed. But a good try nonetheless. It would have been great. It would have been awesome. But they got Lee Sin and Olaf got an assist out of it, so I guess it was worth it. Unless... no, Katarina actually was worth more money than Singed was. So a pity indeed. A pity, truly. A pity of the ages. So for now I would still say that Purple Team is ahead. They're ahead in team fights though. Rise is a beast. They're not able to do anything about the Singed. Well, if they focus him, that's bad play by them. But Rise is, again, such a tanky caster and still able to produce so much damage. It's maddening. And he's going for another defensive item. Well, he still didn't went for the Frozen Heart, so now he'll probably go for that, giving him some mana, giving him extra damage because of it. So, dude, that Rise is tanky. And still very potent. He was able to kill 2 dudes. 2 dudes! Killing them! Instantly! He's defensive as balls! 219 armor and it will only rise. Yeah, I see what I did there. Now I can see an oracles. That will change the game. Unless of course Soraka has an oracles as well. Or maybe Lee Sin. No, so... well, they'll have to work on it. Ooh, Katarina. Well, she'll be able to jump. Oh! Damn you, lol, replay. Singed Lee Sin running away. Ooh, that ward should have been spotted. Yes, it was. Ah, good play by Katarina, giving the ward to the Janna who paid for Oracle. So, supporters need to eat. They do. So give them some money, please. It's very brave. It's very polite. It's the right thing to do. Ooh, they are stacking here. Probably, no they're not. Janna is going to clear another ward. Hiya! 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 So, no vision. On to the Baron. And now, Tristana running away with her tail between her legs. And another ward will be destroyed. Another ward will be placed by the enemies. Singed is now spotted, though I don't think anyone cares. They could be doing Baron right about now. It would be awesome, but they didn't. Truly a pity. Well, they wouldn't have done it fast enough, to be honest. They're trying to bait them into submission. Another ward. Ward's getting placed down very fast. Ryze is gonna get caught, but Ryze is very tanky, really. He doesn't care if he gets caught or not. The wall of Karthus is now gone. Knock up there onto Lee Sin, but Lee Sin can safeguard to safety. What's in the name? Everything is. Oh, they stole the buff. Singed actually going in there. You're not that tanky, Singed. If they focus you down, you will die faster than Ryze. I'm pretty sure he will die faster than Ryze. But maybe the enemy team doesn't know. Oh, Katarina ulting here, getting shackled by Ryze. Again, not much damage onto Ryze. They should actually better focus the Singed if that's the case. Oh, I think Lee Sin again safeguarding, warding, all the good things. Olaf onto Singed will not work. Graves actually out of position there. If blue team decides to go onto Graves, it could get him. But all the wards get instantly destroyed. But yet again, they have so many wards. Soraka's wards are empty now, so I don't think anyone has any wards for now. They're all in the middle. Singed again on full HP thanks to the regeneration of his poison and his ultimate, of course. But I was talking about spell vamp regeneration. Yeah, regeneration. So it will be a stalemate. Nobody died, and Singed finally going for some armor. Warden's Mail, a very smart choice. Every time they do an auto attack onto him, there's a chance, 20%, that they get slowed instead. And you can change it into a random. Oh, actually, teamfight going down. Sorry, but nobody died again. It's just pushing action. So as I was saying, Randuin Zoan has the same effect, but only a higher percent that the slow will happen. Oh no, it's also 20%. The slow must be bigger though. Nope, same slow. So it doesn't matter, I'm a retard. Singed has oracles, good job. It's very hard to kill a Singed, so it's pretty wise to get oracles. And considering the amount of wards that both teams produce, you'll get your oracles back very fast. Who got caught? Where? I knew there were people here, but that's not why Tristana died. Or maybe it was. Oh yeah, well then I'm sorry guys. I'm too busy trying to explain stuff and I'm not too busy with the game. But Ryze is actually doing decent damage together with Lee Sin onto the Karthus. He's pretty squishy. Not unlike Ryze, whose Guardian Angel is back off. Olaf is quite tanky, but not that tanky to just ballsack into 4 people. That would be silly. So they're all pretty low, and I think they'll have to recall. And I think that'll be a Baron for blue team. Oh, they're actually going for a tower instead. Wise decision. Though I think Karthus will die flashing away into safety. So good job by Karthus knowing when to flash away. It's not that hard to do, but still. You must devade. Yeah, Karthus will. Ooh, good shield there, and just a tad too late though. Singed actually gets ignited, but no one does anything about it. That's a pity. They're all too scared to engage, and rightfully so. They could die. Ooh, Ryze could shackle the Olaf, but he doesn't want to because Olaf has an ultimate that just undo the shackle. Away with it. Away with the damn shackle. Are they now going for Baron? I think they're too scared. The enemies are yes, they are. Baron now shooting onto Soraka, who didn't even do anything to that poor Baron. Why? What did I ever do to you? So, guess what? We're gonna push lanes. And now they're going for Baron. Wise decision there. I don't think the enemy team is in position. Nope, purple team isn't. Karthus is actually just pushing, so that will be a quick Baron. If you have a Tristana, Baron will go down very fast. Bam. And Karthus places his wall just to know, gosh darn it, we were too late. Next Baron will be up 38, 80. No, that's not. That's when he went down. So he will be up 7 minutes later. If I'm wrong, you'll see whether or not I'm wrong. I should really learn the jungle timers out of head, especially if I'm going to cast, then it's a given. But I always go from gut feeling. I always know when it's about to spawn. And isn't that the most important time? The about time. I think it's about time. Tristana getting red buff. Together with her Baron buff, it'll be amazing. Though, he said actually recalling. Oh, sorry. Probably has frozen mallet. No, he's going for some pots, which is a smart thing to do. Pots will increase your damage overall, and once you get a Baron buff, it's safe to buy pots. You'll be able to win a team fight normally if you have Baron, especially when it's this tight of a game. They actually, yeah, I don't think Purple Team has an answer for the the Singed Ryze combination. They have a lot of spell vamp, those two guys. Ryze ultimate gives him spell vamp as well. Dragon is up, so Soraka will do Dragon, soloing it. I'm too scared to solo Dragon. Are you retarded? You're a Soraka, you're tanky as balls. Ooh, is blue up Soraka? I want to know. Well, probably not, but still. Would have been awesome. So yeah, in the beginning of the game, Purple Team was doing their best in the jungles, getting all the dragons, getting all the towers as well, so their map control was pretty damn good. But now in the end game, it's the other way around. It's Blue Team being very, very potent in obtaining all the map objectives. So good job. But I've told you that Ryze endgame is a beast. Singed as well. Katarina not as much anymore. Once she starts her ultimate and she would have gotten flanked. Ooh, poor Singed. See how squishy Singed actually is? They should better focus Singed instead of Ryze. But of course Ryze has big damage, so if you ignore him, I don't know. He has his frozen heart already. Is now going for a rod of the an Archangel staff, and then he's already perfect gear. But look at the damage that Ryze can produce. It's far more than Graves could do. Well, he is very tanky armor-wise. Maybe only magic damage will be able to down the monster that is called Karthus. I mean Ryze. But then again, even though you do decent damage onto a Singed, together with the Will of the Ancients of Ryze, they regen it instantly. Also, Graves isn't as strong as he used to be. Well, I mean, Graves is very strong mid-game, but endgame? Ooh, big damage by Katarina, instantly downing the Tristana, then using her Hourglass, so now her Shampoo should be off cooldown. She's going to safety. That wasn't the best thing, I think. Maybe her cooldowns were too high. Ooh, almost killing the poor baby called Soraka. Getting Graves though, so that's a good job. And now Singed is going for the offensive. Could easily dive them, but a good whirlwind will keep him away. So too bad for Purple Team that Soraka didn't die. Olaf has returned though, so that's a force to be reckoned with. Why not put a shield onto him? It would be awesome. Come on, put a shield onto him. Yeah, there's the shield. And Karthus has returned as well, so Shirello's Reverie going down. Singed will die, there's no doubt of that, but Karthus will die as well. I think Karthus still has his ultimate, but I don't think he'll bother using it. Oh, good flash there by Ryze, though what? They don't know where he went! They don't know where he went! Oh, good undertow there by Olaf, showing Katarina where Ryze is, but he's still very, very dodging everything. And there's Katarina, shampooing onto Ryze, so Ryze will die right about now. He could get the Janna. I don't know why Janna was there, really. She's just food. She is food for Ryze. Tanky Ryze, who is still able to do a lot of damage. I hate Ryzes. Damn Ryzes. Huh. Yeah, I'm checking out the chat, but I'm not too sure. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Well, Tristana was getting caught in that next previous team fight, and that's probably why they lost more than they won, but still it was decent enough. Considering the fact that Tristana got caught, and they still managed to almost do 50-50 onto the team fight. Well, I know they've lost. But if Tristana would have been there, then they would have won the game, probably. So they shouldn't be that scared. Of course, giving free kills to the enemy isn't that bad, but everyone is almost perfect gear by now, right? Well, except for Lee Sin. And Singed could also use another item. But for the rest, yeah. The damage won't be that much different when everyone has his full item comp. Only Lee Sin will actually get stronger. And Karthus might get stronger as well, though not by that much. Only Janna and Soraka will be the ones getting stronger from now on, I believe. So I don't really see Purple Team being able to do anything unless Katarina is able to do a lot of damage together with Karthus. And are able to down that Rise very fast and is Singed. Though Singed is very squishy, magic wise. Well, it's not really that much difference with his magic and his armor. I thought, oh yeah, he has an Abyssal Scepter. So yeah, let's check out Singed last item. Well, I'm going to try and predict it. Another magic resistance item. So he's either going for a Force of Nature, giving him movement speed and regeneration, or he's going for a Banshee's Veil, giving him health and mana, so giving him double health, to be honest. So I think it's gonna be a Banshee's Veil, solely because of the fact that it also negates an attack, which is awesome. It could have been a slow that they were gonna use on him that he can negate, all kind of fun stuff. But of course, Jannas are able to destroy Banshee's Veils pretty easily with their Whirlwind. If they manage to hit it, and the Undertow of Olaf. Hoi vey! That's also pretty good for destroying Banshee's Veils. So we shall see. Singed is now very tanky. As you have realized by now, I switched the name of Singed and Lee Sin. I think they sound too much alike. But it's Riot's fetish to do, giving champions all the same names. So I understand. Now it's Purple Team contesting for the Baron. Olaf actually pretty low already. Is he going to be able to get the Tristana? I think he will, thanks to the ultimate of Karthus, of course. Olaf still has his Guardian Angel, so big damage by the Katarina as well. Rise was able to bring down the Katarina, so good job. He'll also be able to kill the Olaf, thanks with the help of Lee Sin. Singed. Lee Sin was already doing some damage onto the Janna, so she will die as well. Karthus actually ran away from the fight? What? What? Why was... There wasn't even a reason for him to go in. So yeah, they're probably gonna end the game, or do they want Baron first? Well, if they're having fun, then I'd say do Baron first, dance around in the enemy's base, and then wait until they surrender. They want Lee Sin to go for the inhibitor in the meantime, but that's not really gonna change the game all that much. Personally, I think this game has been decided, though Olaf didn't do the best engage ever. He did have a Guardian Angel, so... And he popped there. This was funny. But still, this game isn't over yet. Though I think it won't take that long. The yellow bar is almost full. So another long game, really. So now that League Replays has enabled uploading again, I have new videos of high elo that I can attain. But still, the high elo has been very, very busy lately, apparently, because all these games take 50 minutes. Except for the Jarvan video of yesterday, it was only 20, but that was a fun game. So it doesn't matter if it was a short one. Yard Graves, shooting minions with a shotgun blast upon their face. Olaf showing off his slowliness. So yeah, I think that the Purple Team has no control of their jungle anymore. Well, I think they still have control over their blue buff. That's funny. Normally blue buff is the first thing I try to steal. I love blues. Well, reds of course, also. But I tend to play casters more. Or, well, actually supports. Well, I don't mind. But yeah, it might have just been a coincidence, really. Rise also bought an Oracle, but it can only mean one thing. He has perfect gear. He does have his Archangel staff, he has all the pots in the game, and an Oracles. But I don't think that there are a lot of wards in this time of the game. People tend to not have any room for wards, so Singed actually went for the Force of Nature, giving him more movement speed and regeneration instead of the health that a Banshee's Veil would have given. Well, movement speed is very good on a Singed, of course. Inhibitor will be down. Damage will be done onto the nobody because Katarina actually got flinked during her ultimate, but big ultimates by everyone. But now Karthus needs to pop his hourglass in order not to die. Flashing away, Katarina will die. No, it's Olaf, sorry. The name was onto each other, but now everybody died. So as you could see, they couldn't do anything. I thought it was a decent engage for purple team, and yet they were not able to do anything at all. So the only one alive is a Graves. Graves will not be able to do anything against tank named Rise, and he's going to zone him away. Both have Archangels though, but look at the damage that Rise does. And you thought that AD carries were the carries of the end game. Well, guess not. It's Rise. So the new meta will be Rise on the bottom, with only tanking items, killing everyone. Execute onto Tristana while the enemy team surrendered. With enemies, I mean purple. I need to be objective. They're not enemies of me. They were enemies of blue team. So good job, blue team. Showing that endgame characters are stronger than mid-game characters. So if you want to win with mid-game characters, end it fast. Or else you will lose regardless. Regardless of being fit or all that stuff. That's my 2 cents. I will donate them into the nearest pot, so I can do the ka-ching sound. I love doing that. Guys, hope you enjoyed. It's been a long one again. I'll try to find a shorter one tomorrow. So goodbye then. See you all later. Bye.